Hey guys, it's 681 Shadow, your coach of the Connecticut Krookodiles, and today we are here for our PMC Orange League Week 5 match, and we're going up against Point Blank, coach of the Winnipeg Blue Blastoise. Now, his link will be down in the description below. Definitely go check him out. He's a pretty cool guy, and we're facing up against him this week, and we're hoping to get another win, as we did get our first win of the season last week. So, to go over the team that I brought for this week, first, I decided to bring a Scarf Kyurem set, seeing as I can do a lot of work to his fast mons, like I have Earth Power for the Raikou and Salazzle, as well as just coverage, Shadow Ball for the Mega Gardevoir, and then stab moves. Then we're rocking the Spec Suicune. It's actually the first time I'm not bringing a Crocoon Suicune, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty cool. Spec Suicune, we're running Scald, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power Electric for that Blastoise. And then for Tyranitar is being ran pretty standard. Nothing much there. And then for Excadrill, we're running a Chople Excadrill this week with SD, Earthquake, Iron Head, and Magnet Rise. And the Magnet Rise being mainly for that Registeel. And then we have Comfey. We're running basically the same Comfey set as last week. Calm Mind, Taunt, Draining Kiss, and Synthesis with the leftovers. And then lastly, we're running the Dusclops with running Will-O-Wisp, Hex, pretty standard Dusclops set there. So, start off the battle, I lead with the Dusclops as he leads with Pangoro. And I say, alright, I'm going to try to burn the Pangoro because it's an offensive threat. So he goes for the knockoff, doing a lot of damage. And guess what? I missed the Will-O-Wisp, so that's not good for me. So I just let this thing die. It doesn't really do too much right now. So I'm going to go into the Comfey here as he switches into the Registeel, which was pretty expected, but I just wanted to play it safe for right now, seeing as we just started the match. So here I'm going to switch into the Tyranitar as he reveals the Magnet Rise, which is really nice on his part. That's a really cool bring for him. So we both set up our rocks right here, as I'm going to switch out, go into the Suicune, as right here he's going to click the Iron Head, not doing really any damage to me. So here, just to play safe, I'm gonna click Scald as he switches into the Blastoise. I could have clicked HP Electric, and that would have been really cool if I got the read, which I would have gotten the read there. But I click Scald just to be safe. It does a good amount to this thing, about a quarter. So I'm gonna switch out here, go into the Comfey, as he's going to Rapid Spin. Now at this point, I kind of wish I kept Dusclops alive, seeing as I would have had a free Pain Split right there if I kept it alive. But here he's going to switch out into the Raikou as I go for the Taunt, thinking he would go into the Registeel. And then right here, I believe I go for the Draining Kiss. Yeah, I go for the Draining Kiss as he probably predicts me to switch it out into something. Probably like the Excadrill, probably like the, not the Excadrill, maybe like, actually I'm not sure what Hidden Power he would have been, but, now he's going to switch, go into the Registeel as I click Calm Mind, and right here I believe I clicked Taunt. Yeah, I clicked the Taunt right here because I was expecting the Magnet Rise. And then I'm going to switch Comfey out, go into Excadrill, and that was a bit of a risky play because this thing usually does run Earthquake. However, he did not go for it, and he knows I'm faster, so I'm just going to click Earthquake. It does enough to the point where I can 2-hit KO this Blastoise, and I know I'm faster because I'm max speed. So I'm able to knock out the Blastoise. Blastoise is out of the way, which is really nice, seeing that was the seeing as that was a pretty big hindrance to my Suicune set, whereas everything else on here I could basically just click Scald and Tuco. So Mamoswine does damage to this Comfey. It reveals his Life Orb, which is very good for us, seeing as it puts him into I believe it puts him in the range of either I forgot if it was Excadrill Iron Head or Suicune Scald, but he's going for Iron Head right here as I taunt him. He predicted the taunt, which is nice on him. So here I'm going to switch into the Tyranitar as he's going to click Earthquake, not doing much damage here. And he's going to switch out, go into his Pangoro as I click Earthquake, and here I'm just like, okay, if I sack off Tyranitar, if I sack off Tyranitar, then I'll be able to get into Excadrill and do some work. But Tyranitar gets flinch here. I couldn't get some more damage off on this thing, which is unfortunate. But He knocks out Tyranitar. Probably could have saved Tyranitar, but switching in on that would have been risky because of the Earthquake, so stacking it was my best play. So I go into Excadrill, I click Iron Head, knocking that thing out. As he's going to go into the Registeel here, I click Earthquake. It does a good amount to him. He clicks Magnet Rise there, and then right here, I feel like he's going to click Earthquake, so I click the Magnet Rise as well. And I do get that read, which is really nice. And probably because I didn't think he would go for Iron Head. So I go for a Swords Dance, putting myself in a good position, because he was probably either going to switch or stay and try to Iron Head me. So that was good on me, so I can just have +2 attack. He switches out, goes into his Raikou as I get a crit on the Iron Head, which is really unfortunate for him because it was one of his win cons, and I did just knock it out easily here. And now I'm just going to stay in my Excadrill. He misses the Fire Blast here. Once again, very unfortunate, because if he was able to knock me out here, it may have been a harder match for me, but I still had Suicune and Kyurem in the back. I probably would have sent out Kyurem first, seeing as Suicune is probably more important in the grand scheme of things. But I'm gonna get an Earthquake off, getting him down to his Sash, and he's gonna hit the second Fire Blast. If he would have missed that one, I would have felt really like even more bad than I already am. But now I'm just gonna click Earth Power, seeing as he doesn't really have much of a counter to it, and he's gonna go into his Mamoswine. I click Earth Power. It does a good amount, as he's gonna go for the Earthquake, and then he's gonna knock me out with the Ice Shard here. So definitely very solid for him, trying to bring the differential down as much as possible. I apologize for that interruption, but now as I'm in with the Suicune now, I'm just going to click Scald. As he's going for an Earthquake, it almost kills me. If that killed me, that would have put me in that probably could have lost me the game. But here, I'm just going to click Scald twice, and we're able to get our second win in the PMC Orange League, which is really good for us. We're 2-3 right now, so if we can keep performing as well as we are, we can make that stretch for playoffs, which is just the goal. So, definitely a good game to Point Blank. It was a bit of a hacksy game, but overall a good game. So that's going to be all. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share. Remember to check out Point Blank, and I'll see you all next time.